Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to a very wet Riverside Farms. So it's been raining for quite a few hours now. I got the coming rain notice come up even before I went to bed last night, which was quite late, but still. And it's been raining pretty heavily since I started, which was at 6 something this morning. So yeah. Which is unfortunate, because that kind of means, oops, sorry, wrong button. That kind of means no harvesting. It means no corn chaffing, I would guess, because you have to do it with the harvester. And it means no potato picker-upping, which I just tested. Yeah, no, it considers it harvesting, so that's a no. But you can, however, Salato's load of sorghum. So let's see how we do out of this. Of course, the harvester's now full but stopped, which is unfortunate because it's full of sorghum in the rain. Angry Grains, I'm afraid, is still the best price, but the price is dropping. So maybe by the next one it won't be. Look at that, 278,000. Excellent. I'm trying to think. I might have sold a few bits of machinery. I'm trying to think, because the money's gone up. I've sold a few bits of machinery. I've sold a few bits of machinery. Also, I've got a couple of bits of machinery actually at the store waiting to be sold. But also, of course, we had the Biogas Plant income. It was 360 odd thousand. So that was 2 and a bit loads. So there's already some more. I finished loading some this morning. I finished that. I should have. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know why I did that. That was just not right. Let's take a longer line, a wider turn. I don't know why. What on earth is it catching on? Oh, you know what? I'll sort this out. I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, that got sorted in the end. Took a little bit of doing. I might stop playing maps that have those collisions. I'm sorry, but it's unnecessary. And they just get annoying, because actually they don't behave like hedges would in real life, so it doesn't add to the realism for me. I mean, sure, it stops you driving through the hedge, but anyway, I'll stop whinging. Right, so I was down here. I've just got myself some contract equipment, and then just thought, well, I've bought this stuff down there, but not sold it yet, and I wasn't sure if this would work, but it does. So I can use the lease tractor to move them around and sell them, which is cool. No, not the tractor. Oh, for goodness sake. Seriously, sometimes. But yeah, so as I was saying, there'll be some more from the biogas plant already, in terms of revenue, because I finished emptying some this morning. I've also started refilling it. We'll do a bit of that this morning, because frankly there's not a lot else to do while it's raining, but the sun forecast has come. Sun is on its way. Yeah. On the subject of the feed mixer that I just sold, I sorted the animals out last night. I have taken 3 loads of silage using Sadie, put them into the silo, and then actually had enough of that and hay, as well as leaving a little bit left over for the sheep. And I made, I don't know how many lots of TMR, but oh, for goodness sake, seriously. Why? Yeah, so there's plenty of TMI in for the cows sitting in. Cool. Wow, that was a lot of that left and all. Crikey. I mean, I've had some of these vehicles for quite a long time now. Some of these pieces of equipment, rather. Right. So here we are, our leased equipment. Where are we doing our contract? Field 14, which is, I seem to remember, oh yes, there we go. That needs to get to. So yeah, so I did one contract, finished it this morning actually. I started it last night, finished it this morning, just cultivating. There are still no fertilizing contracts. I thought, well, we need to keep going with the old contracts. So yeah, so that's another one chalked off the list, and here's another one good to go. So we'll just get this started. Perhaps we'll do 5 minutes of it, because to be honest, yeah, I mean, seriously, apart from I can finish filling, blah, I'll try and speak properly. I can finish filling the trailer full of silage once more. Well, a number of times more, but God, I think one would probably be a limit. And sell that. But to be honest, other than that, there's nothing else I can do at this point in time. There really isn't. Everything that I need to do requires it not to be raining, except cultivating contracts. Now, is it really the one on the right? Oh no, it's the one on the left, isn't it? Not the one on the right. Okay, let me just double check that. That's the one on the left, okay. Right. Cover crop. Okie dokie. Makes sense to me. Right, so we'll get a little bit of this done. May as well. It's fine. There are. Oh, I don't need those anymore, do I? There are quite a few cultivating contracts about actually. So it's certainly something at least I can be doing. I'm not going to show it all on screen, because what we want to be showing on screen is the stuff that we're supposed to be doing. This was just an aside. I just thought, well, I can lease the equipment. All I have to do is get it to the field, and then I'll just leave a worker to it. You know, not lease, borrow. You know what I mean? The whole contracting thing. There we go, not too bad. Slightly odd shaped field. Again, it's just nice to be working in different fields, different parts of the map. The one I did yesterday was actually the really small field near the farm, just off the road, which was quite fun. The one that was literally opposite the store. But yeah, so it's quite nice to do different fields. We'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll go do a bit of. I'm conscious of the fact that, of course, if it does brighten up during the day, then we'll be wanting to do other things, like finish the potatoes that I said I was going to do this morning. But yeah, right now, that's not an option. We'll just do a quick headland, go around the edges, just for the views, the scenery, and then we'll go and fill up another truckload of silage. I checked the compost. I think it was this morning. I don't even think it was last night. I think it was this morning, and it's still only at 80% something. So. It's going to be a while yet. That looks like that's going to be the absolute last thing that I'll end up doing. Which is going to be a bit dull from a video perspective, because you know, if that's all there is left to do and it takes a long time, that's going to be boring. What I did think I might do actually though is get a full set of conveyor belts and actually do that with conveyors, because what I can do, if that's the last thing I'm doing, by then both trucks and large trailers will be free. So I can leave one filling up while I go and sell what's in the other one. And that might speed things up a little bit, to certainly make it a bit more efficient. And means I'm not doing it all manually, like, you know. I did a very good job of trying to complete that corner, did I? Let's just try and see if I can just scrape it. Nah, never mind, it doesn't matter. Oh, steady on. Trees in the way. Oh, but then this happens. There we go. That'll do. Live with that. But yeah, so that's a possibility. Actually, might do that. But yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure now it's been more than the 3 days that it was supposed to take. I could be wrong, to be honest. I'm sure it said it was supposed to take 3 days. Right, that will do. Looks like the field's at a very funny angle. Hopefully it won't confuse Mr. Worker. Let's see how he does. Nope. He's alright, it might take him a minute. Right. Actually, doesn't look like there's that much left of this trailer to do. How much have we got in here? Down to under 500,000. Any time now. There we go. So yeah, actually doing quite well with this. As you can see, there are patches, as predicted by Missy B, that won't just won't come out. I've tried them. They appear to be a mixture of chaff and silage, all in the same pile. And as a consequence, it just won't let me pick them up. So, yeah. Which is as expected. Presumably you could paint that out though? Right. Yeah. Anyway. So I do need to remember how the chaff baler works. I'm assuming I just need to attach it to a chaff, you know, a forage harvester rather, with appropriate hookups and all that. So yeah, so we'll need to figure that out. Is that, no, not quite. So it's more than one load left. I might, well, let's see how much there is. Looks like we're done. Yeah, so how much is there left? Quite a lot. I was going to say what I might do is you know, whatever's left after the next full load is put that in the silo, but that it is nearly still, it's still nearly a full load. There's nearly 500,000 litres on the end of there. Look at it, it's huge. So maybe we won't do that. Right, to the biogas plant. Sorry, it's a bit bitty. Rain issues. Right, here we are at the biogas plant. And we'll just do a bit of unload. It doesn't take very long to fill it up to 150. It's not the quickest digester in the world. Well, I'm fairly certain of that, but you know, it's not particularly quick. So actually we'll go double check the compost while we're here, because I'm pretty sure it was this morning, but equally it's worth a double check. Okay. Oh, it's 5 days, not 3. Okay, that explains it. We're 87%, so that means it should finish today. So by tomorrow, that should be done. Okay, fair enough. I suppose we could do an equipment check and see what we need to get rid of, actually. To be honest, at this point in time, there's waiting for this to unload, which is going to take some time, as you can see. And there's doing the cultivating. So maybe I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Right, now we know what Missy B means when she says you can't empty the silo. Yeah, this is what's left, folks. It's not just those little bits at the edge. I'm getting odd. Ooh, rain stopped. I'm getting odd little bits here and there. If I just keep going up and down, now and again I'll get. But it's honestly law of diminishing returns. It really is. And I think we're done. To be fair, and at this rate, I'm going to end up beaching Sadie. But thank goodness for Sadie, we've got another 8,000 litres out. What I'm going to do, to be honest, there's 8,000 litres in here. There's about 40 or so thousand litres in a trailer. I'm just going to put them in a silo. Frankly, it's not worth driving down to the biogas plant for. I've got the other truck. What I did do, actually, and I should explain, because I thought I was going to be a bit back and forth. So while I was waiting for the first one to unload, I went and emptied the combine's worth of, or sold rather, the combine's worth of sorghum at the farm shop I went to because it was on the way. There we go. And then, yeah, while the first one was emptying, came and there's no sound, but it's still raining. It'll about stop anyway. Yes, and then came up and filled that trailer. So that trailer, the one I've been using for harvesting, is now down at the biogas plant. But yeah, we're done. I mean, I could go sell this. It's worth about 20 grand. But, I've done enough drives to and from the biogas plant, and it's fine. It's good to leave some for the cows. So that's that. To the extent that I can do, bunker silo is empty. And we'll see how much we manage to make at midnight. Less than I thought, because rather than it being 2 full loads, it's only going to be 1. But there you go. We did all right out for yesterday. It'll still be a good 500,000 in total. Okay, so we'll leave this trailer here because we'll need it. At some point, we'll need to take it actually down to the biogas. Oh. We'll need to take it down to the biogas plant anyway. Okay, fine. Then what I might do is put some of that silage that I've got in the silo in it and take it down to the biogas plant. You know what the heck. I'd forgotten about that because, of course, I need it down there because that's what I need. I need it for the, is it the right way? I need it for the compost. So that's actually where I'll need that trailer next. So you know what? Let's do that then. Let's just move this out of the way. I don't know if I'll use the milling machine again. I might do, but I will use conveyor belts. But if I've got the milling machine as well, then I can sort of do both for the setting of the compost. It'll just speed up. Just turn the lights off. Right, what I thought I might try. Sorry, we're completely the wrong place. By the way, we can take a sneaky peek of our worker. I have got one of my tractors and my cultivator because there's quite a few fields down in this corner of the map that need cultivating, that have got cultivating contracts on them. So I thought, you know what, if I have my tractor and my cultivator, I can just keep moving it from field to field rather than having to start at the store each time. So that's what we're doing. So now on field 64, hopefully the one on field 63 will still be available when he's done. And yeah, so there's another one, I forget which fields, there's another one right over in the corner. That one you can just see right at the top of the screen there. and another couple about. So there's a few fields down it, so I just thought, you know what, we'll do that. Anyway, let's get back up to the farm. Yeah, I thought so. So here you go. If you're playing on this map and you've got this problem, then do this. That's not the right texture, by the way. What's the right texture? There we go, that's the one we want. Be careful, because you might end up painting on the other side. Oh no, edges there. Excellent. And I'm curious, so actually if I suppose I can't do it anyway, can I? No, because it won't show me. I just wonder if it's actually also at the same time, if it is actually removing the volume, because that's your other issue, right? Is it painting through the wall? I'll probably also risk losing manure at this rate, but that's okay. I've no immediate plans or need for it. But yes, anyway, it does work. Just come out, go in. You can just, I was curious. I thought I'd try it. And lo and behold. And providing your camera doesn't collide with anything, you're all right. So yeah, there you go. It does work. We'll just do a bit more and then we'll come out and we'll check it. Should be it, yep. On this side, no, it's a little bit there, look, I missed. Right, let's try that. Boom. Though it does say compacting 100%, which I find a bit weird, but it does say fill level chaff 0. So that should mean that you can now, maybe I'll cut a little bit of grass at some point and we'll put some in it to see. Anyway, cool. So technically the contract is finished, but you know what? I can't leave this much left to do. So I thought we'd just do a little bit more. The worker had finished anyway. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. As you can see, it stopped raining. So I guess what we should do next actually is go and get the old harvester going. And I just thought we'd do a little bit of this. I'm not going to finish it. It's completely unnecessary and we don't really have time to do everything. But equally, there's a little bit too much left undone to say that we did a proper job. So for the sake of just doing a couple of rows here and there, I just thought we'd do a little bit more. Plus, it's a field we haven't worked before. It's a nice field, actually. I like it. Sort of slight elevation, slightly rounded dome-like shape. But yeah, the next contract is right on the very next field across, so that will also be good. It doesn't seem likely that we're going to start the corn today, but that's okay if at least we can get the sorghum finished and the potatoes finished and do a bit more contracting. Then that will actually be pretty good going. Obviously we're now done. Oh, I have actually brought down the truck in the end. So I took, because I've made all that TMR, I thought, you know what, all of the silage that was in the silo, silage in the silo, I put in the truck, and the truck is now down here. So I brought it down here. So we'll go and check that out in a minute. Between the two trucks, we should be able to finish getting them unloaded today. And then actually, that's done too, and then they're ready and waiting to do the compost, which of course is down at the biogas plant, but needs to be taken somewhere else to be sold. So that'll be the next job with those tomorrow. I'm assuming that'll be done tomorrow. It's 5 days. It's saying it's 87% So by some point tomorrow, that should be done. So we'll just run along this edge, and then I'll get us started in the next field across, which is field 63. Hopefully that contract is still available. Yeah, I'm beginning to and ah actually whether there's something gone wrong with my trophies. I've got these three, so I talked about this before, but I've got both the contracting trophies and I think there's cereal sower or something, which is like, I think sower 100 hectares, but equally I've done all of the others that are around harvesting certain area, fertilizing certain area, cultivating certain area, whatever they are. You know, there's a few of those sort of field, do a certain amount of work in a field job ones. So I'm not sure how I can, unless it's purely a contracting thing, how I can have not done, what do we say, 63? How I can have not done the, whichever one it is left, and I think it's the sowing one, if I've done all the others. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because if I haven't done enough contracts, surely the difference can't be contracting, and I did the others ages ago. So how can I have not, it just, I don't know, I'm very confused. So I'm umming and ahhing whether actually something has gone wrong. Ooh, field orientation slightly off. Is he going to start hitting trees before he gets to the end? He might do. Even if he does, he should still just turn around and come back again. But yeah, not sure. Anyway, moving on. Right, finally managed to squeeze the last little bit of silage in there from this trailer, which of course now means, as I've got the worker going again, I'm sure he'll be full in the not too distant future, so we need to get that one back up to the field. In the meantime, let's back up the Tatra. So you can see this. So this is what silage I had left by the time I'd added what was in Sadie. So 55,000 litres in total. So there was already a little bit extra in the silo. Mess from the cows, I expect. So we'll see how much of that goes in. Actually, there's a little bit of space for some of that, but we can just leave that tipping. We'll need to come back and empty the rest of it at some point in the afternoon. So let's go get this up to the field. I expect we'll finish the sorghum today. It's 3:20. All right, might be doing the last bit in the dark, but we're certainly not far off. There's the combine. Look, quite surprised actually that we haven't had the 80% full thing already. It's a lovely sunny day, or sunny afternoon after a miserable wet morning. Oh yeah, there you go. No sooner said, he must have heard me. Quick, better fill up, better fill up. So that's fine. So might just, let's get him empty. Let's get them empty, then we're done. And we're going to finish those potatoes, and I think that'll be it for today. We'll just get the sorghum finished. I'll sort out the equipment that we need for the corn chaffing and maybe the belts as well, if I decide to use belts for the compost, to get those down here somehow. See if I can get a low loader or something, just put them on the low loader. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway. Right, there we go. Wait for him to unload. In fact, I could just leave the truck here. If I back up a little bit, he'll have the room to turn. Yeah. There's still a fair bit to do. I mean, there's at least, what, another 4, 5 rows maybe? It widens at some point. So there's still quite a lot to harvest. That's at least 7 or 8 unloads, I'm guessing. So we're going to have at least another 100,000 litres, I reckon. So, yeah, a lot to do still. Right. We can do sorghum harvesting. Also now means we can do potato picker-upper in. So we get this finished off. Slightly shorter video, I think it'll be today, compared to those of late. But you know, that's fine. It'll give me a bit of time just to do some setting up. As I said, I'll get make sure we finish the sorghum off. Make sure that I've got the belts that I want for doing the compost. return the potato equipment. We also need to sell the potatoes, actually, and of course now, rather unfortunately, both trucks are down at the biogas plant. So at some point I'll need to steal one of those and bring it back up here. I could, let's just put some lights on so we can not really see those in shadow at all. Oh well. Yeah, hoping for the lighting in 22 to be not quite so harsh when it comes to the shadows. Just about in the right place. All good. Yeah, but at some point I'm bound to end up with a truck. I mean, it'll be one load. There's not that much. It'll be one load of potatoes in one of our big super trucks, super trailers, should I say? So that's fine. And we've of course got the corn chaffing to do. So yeah, I'll get the equipment for that we need. Might even do a little bit of testing just to make sure that I'm refamiliarise myself. And I haven't used it before, but of course I have watched a video of it being used. So I just need to familiarise myself with that again, so that we get that right. Ooh, that's going to miss a bit now. Seems okay. This last little bit, I don't mind if we have to go up and down a little bit. Actually, no, we're doing all right. Sometimes you can get it just right, sometimes you don't get so lucky. It varies a little bit. That might, of course, depend on whether or not I've done the harvesting or the worker did it, which may be the bigger impact as to how the rows are positioned to be collected. Should just fit it all in one load. There we go, potatoes. Done on Riverside Farms. No more potatoes in FS19. Well, actually, that's not true, unless I decide to do some on no man's land. I've just been catching up on some mod reviews, and I've seen the so fantastic automated chicken thing. I might have to see if I've got space for it in my slot count on no man's land. Oh, I thought that was potatoes. I guess not, because it looks amazing. We'll see. There's some, for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Oh, looks like there's a whole load down this side. Can I get close enough, or do I need to turn around to pick them up? It'll do. Oh, combine's full again. So there you go, yeah, potatoes are finished. Could also do is selling some fields back and start, minimising our footprint sort of thing. Now I wouldn't normally, I'd stop towing this trailer with this tractor, because actually when it's full, it's a little bit much for the tractor, but you know what, it's not full. So we'll just very quickly take this over to the silo and we'll see total yield, what we got in terms of potatoes. Fold that back down, put the cover on, boom. I don't bother getting it with the cover, it's a bit weird that just disappears when you try and unload it. Okay. Not the greatest turning circle in the world. And even only, it's less than half full, and even then you can hear the engine struggling. So we'll just take this over, see how we're doing. There is the wall trailer, so I need to go and I might run that over to the sheep farm this afternoon actually and load it up. I think it probably will already fill up and there'll still be some left over, so if it does fill, I'll take it and sell it as well. There we go, potatoes. I do love this trailer. It's slightly slow to unload, but the animation is fantastic. It's on a belt, starts to drop, belt runs all the way through the trailer. Can we just get the right position to see it? Yeah, there we go. It's awesome. It's a very nice trailer. I don't know why I haven't used it more. I'm assuming it'll now be in-game, but I suppose that might depend on the modders who created it, because of course it came out as a DLC, but it was created by Was it FSI modding team? I think. Or was it Black Sheep modding? God, you know, I can't remember. That's really bad, isn't it? Anyway, one of the big modding groups. Anyway, cool. So we were going to look, see how's our cultivating going. Fine, and yeah, a few more fields down that end to do. So many potatoes we got. Have I just gone straight past it? I'm really not with it, mine. There we go. 159,000 litres. Wow. Might sell them at the biogas plant. Look at that. Wozers. Good price. And it's not bad at Titch's Agri either, actually. 403. It's not a bad price, Titch. Equally, we probably ought to go, there's Raw's potatoes, Raw, your prices, mate, seriously. Or there's root crop sales. Or there's Seek Streak, or Workers Transport. I mean, there's, Lily's Grains. No, we have sold at Lily's Grains. So yeah, well, we'll see what the prices look like tomorrow. We'll sell it tomorrow. AD Bulk actually is also a pretty good price, and I don't even know where AD Bulk is. Just tag it, come out. Where's AD Bulk? Good question. Oh right, it's one of those in amongst where Lily's Grains is. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we've also got milk to sell. Wowzers. Okay, let's go empty the combine. Yeah, so I might have slightly over-anticipated. I'd forgotten this. I was getting my field shape mixed up. So I might have slightly over-anticipated how much we're going to get off here. But it's still fairly wide most of the way up. It's only the last third or so it narrows, but we've still got, there's at least 3 passes on this narrower part of the field. Yeah, I still think we're looking at maybe, yeah, probably still, even then, 60, 70,000 more. I don't think we'll be far off 100,000 litres, to be honest. But we'll see how we go. So yeah, so we'll be out to sell tomorrow, and the milk, and a whole load of other stuff. We're still not getting any fertilising contracts, are we? So I'm questioning whether I should just sell the sprayer. I don't know why we're not getting fertilising contracts, which makes that a bit of a waste of money. Oh, that one's finished. I hadn't noticed that we finished. So we've got 59, 66, 68, and 53. 59, 66, 68, and 53. Looks to, 53 is tiny. I think we'll go for 68 then. Cool. I don't know why that's sat there with the engine running. So the other thing we also need to do, sorry, while I'm thinking about it as well, is, so yeah, ever optimistically, I'll keep going on the contracts. On the off chance, we can sell this. We don't need field 13 anymore. We can sell this, that little space where I cleared those trees for a yard. For right now, I think that's it. I'm going to keep this until the very end. And the sheep, well, sheep I can't sell because it'll have sheep in it. This bit, of course, we need to harvest. I'm just, I'm gradually going to do this as we go through, just so that I'm not just at the end just selling everything and saying, here we go, we're just going to sell everything, because that'd be a bit dull, just sort of doing it piecemeal as we go along. The biogas plant I probably won't sell either, and of course, as I say, I can't sell the main farm unit because that's where the cows are, and I'm not going to bother selling off the cows and stuff. It's too much faff. And in other circumstances, I would be carrying on. So I've got all these fields to sell. Yeah, in other circumstances, I'd be carrying on taking those animals elsewhere, so I wouldn't sell them anyway. So I'm going to stick with that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end it there for now. I will, as I say, I'll sort out some equipment. We'll keep going with the combining, and we'll keep going with the contracting, and then I shall see you tomorrow, where we should be chaffing the corn into bales and selling off the compost. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I may as well catch up and into the combine, right, while we're chatting. If you have, likes, subscriptions are very much appreciated. If you're new, hello, welcome. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. If you're old and you haven't hit the bell notification, don't forget as well. And if you're old, thank you very much. If you're new, thank you very much. But no matter what you do, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.